It started as an ordinary Tuesday in Brookhaven City, the kind of day when coffee spills, alarms fail, and pigeons look judgmental. Sara, Albert, Jerry, and Brian were just minding their own business. Sara was sipping her latte. Albert was arguing with a parking meter. Jerry was jogging like he was late for a marathon he didn't sign up for. And Brian was staring at the clouds, wondering why one of them looked like a sandwich. Then gravity quit, literally. It started with Sara's latte slowly floating out of her cup like a caffeinated ghost. Albert's parking ticket drifted into the air, spinning mockingly. Jerry's jog turned into a majestic mid-air swim, and Brian, oh poor Brian, floated 3 meters up and yelled, "I regret every decision I've ever made." Enter Julia and Shirley, the city's most overworked engineers. Julia was on her 5th cup of coffee. Shirley had given up and was holding hers upside down, because apparently nothing mattered anymore, not even gravity. Meanwhile, at the Brookhaven Scientific Institute, Marie, Carl, and Douglas were having what they called a productive panic. Carl shouted, "We've lost gravitational coherence." Marie screamed, "That's not possible." Douglas calmly replied, "Possible or not, my sandwich is orbiting the coffee pot," Julia radioed in. "Engineers to scientists, we've got citizens floating toward downtown." "Suggestions?" Douglas answered. "Greater than tell them to grab something heavy." Julia looked up. "Douglas, everything is floatin'." At this point, Sara was calmly drifting past the mayor's office window, sipping what was left of her latte midair like a queen. Albert floated by, grumbling, "I told you, parking meters were part of a conspiracy." Jerry was still trying to run, which looked more like an interpretive dance, and Brian was attempting to grab a lamppost while shouting, "I take back my regrets." Marie, Carl, and Douglas scrambled to reboot the city's gravitational stabilizer prototype, apparently. Brookhaven had one of those because Carl once thought it would be cool for testing. After a few frantic button presses, a suspicious amount of sparks, and Douglas saying, "What's the worst that could happen?" Gravity snapped back on. Everyone dropped. Sara landed on a bush, Albert on his own car, Jerry in a fountain, Brian directly into a sandwich stand. Then Brian whispered, "At least I got my cloud sandwich," Julia sighed. "Another day saved by questionable science," Shirley added. "And 0 paperwork, right?" "From the lab," Douglas yelled, "about that," and the alarm went off again. Marie looked at the console. Has anyone seen the moon?"